and we have our beautiful lady Cai Qinger. And last year in December, and she planned to come over last year, but today finally she is here, but online. And who is a graphic designer for her posters? And we have Lena from the UK. And let's take a look about Cai Qinger. And she published a book of me that is like a reading, making hope blossom. And in Liuqiu, junior high school, and we have like a Jing-Si reading room in this beautiful school. And this is an inauguratory ceremony in that school. And this reading room is kind of beautiful. And finally, we have the room ready because of a pandemic, so we had to delay the project, right? And we make the room, make the space into the Jing-Si like a reading room, and it is great for students to calm themselves down. And so all the island in Taiwan, not only in Taiwan but also Jinmen, Masu, Lanyu, Lüdao, that we have the study room. I mean, we have reading rooms of Jing-Si in their schools, which can really inspire them. So this is the reading room that we have in schools, right? And this is beautiful. And here, like we have like a welcome ceremony to welcome the 191st like a Jing-Si like a reading room in this school. So now we have 191 like a Jing-Si reading rooms, all around Taiwan so far. And no matter where we are, then really we have like a Jing-Si reading room, not only in Taiwan but also in Iceland, like Honghu and Jinmen. And this is really touching, and let's share you this story about what. And in this film, you will see like we have like a Ciji collegiate volunteer, which means Ciqing, and his like a grandpa is a teacher in this school, and therefore he decided to have a Jing-Si like a reading room in his like school, and he wants to build a place to commemorate his grandfather, and it brings him really positive energies, right? And through such touching stories, then we will see this is wonderful touching stories between people. So today we are talking about the Jing-Si reading room, and you don't have to be really rich, and if you have have the good thoughts, and if you are willing to do it, then you can do it, right? Well, and this is a volunteer, collegiate volunteer, Ciqing, and he like collects money, and he works very hard, and he uses the money, in a really meaningful way. And the way he does, the good thing is to build and construct like a Jing-Si reading room to commemorate his grandfather. And this is touching, right? And now, come on, humanitarian volunteers, come over here to talk about Cai Qinger. Please, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone, good day, and Qinger, good morning too. And we are in Kaohsiung. I used to describe Qinger as water. And as I became the humanitarian volunteer, and I learned that the Qinger is not only as soft, as tender as water, and she is a volunteer that really promotes greatly doing good deeds, right? And we are so grateful that we have a Qinger with like a high EQ and a beautiful COO to handle the Jing-Si Bookstore. And she does her best to promote like good books and good words, and brings all the good things into schools. And that is, why we have the chance, right, to shoulder some responsibilities. and promote good books and good deeds, right? Okay, and although individually we do just a little bit, but we can gather like good thoughts and the power just like fireflies, and we cherish every opportunity to make our wisdom grow. And we are so grateful, and I want to say grateful especially to Qinger. So, ladies and gentlemen, Cai Qinger, and her topic is reading that makes the books. Reading makes a hope blossom. Ladies and gentlemen, I like to be with you because you have a positive energy. Cai Qinger, please. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good day. And Meiyun. And we thank you. We say thank you to Mei Hui, okay, because of your good words to introduce me. I'm happy today. Thank you, Mei Hui. And teacher Mei Yun is kind of a wonderful teacher, right? Okay, and she makes everything so clear. So yeah, okay, I can do my sharing, okay? Okay, and Mei Hui also does a wonderful brief introduction about me. And Mei Hui really does everything silently, and I know she's blessed, and she does like everything peacefully. And I'm so honored that I have such team members in Kaohsiung. So we can just promote Mr. Zheng Yu's ideas so peacefully, and I feel carefree because of you. Good day. So can you see my reports here? Yeah, clear. Okay, and my topic today is a footprint of a Jing-Si reading room, and the reading makes hope blossom. Okay, and because of pandemic, therefore I choose to share my thoughts with you online instead of going to Kaohsiung. And as you know that I have a book, okay, and written by me, which includes more than 150 pages. Of course, I can't finish the whole book today, but I will share you some touching ideas and stories, right? And because of a pandemic, I think, taking care of yourself and myself is kind of important. So we have a Jing-Si herbal, like a tea, from a Jing-Si Bookstore, and I think this is really popular because it is out of stock now, and I know it. People need them badly. Okay. And they work so hard to promote such ideas, and they also need Jing-Si herbal tea. And I know this is a good tool, and this is a good thing to protect yourselves, right? And I want you to be carefree and calm down, okay? And I think the product is good, but you also calm your mind down, which is even more important, right? Okay? And Jing-Si herbal tea is good, and it is healthy for us, right? And as you know that, here are the plants, and plants are really wonderful things, right? And because maybe it is kind of too late, right? And to produce like a Jing-Si herbal tea. So we have also a larger volume. This is a bottle of Jing-Si herbal tea as well, and you can just have one bottle each day. And also we have the Jing-Si herbal tea also for children, okay? And this is like a powder drinks for your babies and your children at home. And not only adults, but also I think like children also need like a Jing-Si herbal tea, but maybe children don't like the smell because it's a little bit pungent for them. So we turn this into like a powder form, so it smells like a tender. And I personally feel it tastes a little bit like a sweet, right? And if you feel, well, it is necessary that you can add some honey and make it like a sweeter for children. And this is kind of a safe way to protect your health against the pandemic COVID-19. And because like we have a Jing-Si herbal tea, okay, and let me guarantee that, okay, you don't have to worry about the shortage of the Jing-Si herbal tea products, and you will just get it like soon, okay. And we have Meihui and Boxi in Kaohsiung and promoting like a Jing-Si reading room for us all over Taiwan, and I'm so grateful for them. And we have good books, and we have good ideas and good words which can just get into schools, right? And we really produce a film, and I want to share the film with you now.
早上测试有声音，你现在没声音呢？那我这边播好不好？帮你播。青儿，你那边没声音呢。Okay. 我来播。没声音吗？对，我播。
Okay, I can play the video for you because I can hear your voice.
对，我来播，从主场播。
好，是 OK 好。有一些书它是可以永远不用下架的，
因为它
是陪伴人生的道路，不管什么年龄，从幼儿园到老人家。一句话可能就是一辈子，因为一句话给你很清楚的方向。比如说，曾经有人要去银行抢劫，而且他是高学历，可是他
for children, okay, for adults and for elder people. And I think the good words really help, right? Okay. And for example, somebody wants to rob in the bank, and he is kind of highly educated, but suddenly the robber read the Jing-Si aphorism, which says that when doing good deeds, and everybody must do it. Okay, and doing good deeds, okay, is never allowed. And reading this, so he stopped his bad idea, and he shared this with Mr. Zheng Yan. This is really wonderful. And we have like Jing-Si, like reading rooms to like remote areas. For example, Gaotai Junior High School. And at that time, and we not only sent books, and he said, the principal said that he really want to set up like a reading room in his school because he really want to see a very warm heart, like a warming moment there. And he really wanted every student to read the good words, maybe from Mr. Zheng Yan, maybe from some other people like doctors. And he wants to bring like a positive energy to everyone. And I always feel that we have to spread the good seeds everywhere. And whenever we say that like one reading room, and maybe some other schools will feel this is meaningful, and they hope like we can just do it in their school too. And like Chen Ziyuan, who says that we are still on the way doing this, and we need a lot of like expense, right? And Chen Ziyuan says no problem. Okay, you just go ahead, and I can just donate money to them. And I feel so touched, right? And I still remember that after 9/11 earthquake, and we have like a project, a hope, right? And Mr. Zheng Yan just checked all the schools, okay, which she said she saw that she could help, right? And a lot of people says like, Mr. Zheng Yan, why are you so brave? Since we didn't have money at the time. But Mr. Zheng Yan says, although we don't have money, we have love. As we have love, then everything can be just accomplished. And this is what we can do for our society, for our children. I think everybody has the power, has the willing, has the good heart to do so. Well, and setting up a Jing-Si reading room is really important. And I think we also need a lot of room, and we need volunteers, and we have a lot. We need a lot of designing works, right? And Mr. Zheng says if we have the power and we have the willing, of course, right? And we have to settle everything down, okay, from choosing a room and make like all the books on shelves, right? And Mr. Zheng says like just do it if we are doing the right thing. And we have a lot of good people around us, right? And so we are lucky. I want every children to also feel such luck, okay, through reading and open up, okay, and broaden their minds and eyesight, right? We are very happy within the 3 years, and we have like a Jing-Si reading room 1 by 1, and by 2020, and we have already like more than 150 of them, and we have such reading room in the Green Island, okay, in Jinmen, in Mazu. I think that this is a milestone, okay, and this is important that we promote such idea like gradually. And I know that we have more schools that need a Jing-Si reading room, okay, so we have to do it continuously, and not only 1 or 2 people can just do this. I think everybody with the power have, okay, the sense of mission to do so. Publishing this book, I want to promote the compassion and the good deeds. And I think I have been to many good places, and I see not only beautiful sceneries, but also like beautiful sceneries in people's mind. And I have always wanted to write them down and publish them into my book, right? And now my dream comes true because this book contains so much love, and I want everybody to read the good books, right? And I hope you can just promote this book as well for me.
阅读让希望绽放哈，来。
谢谢老师，这个影片反正也都可以传给大家。其实真的
，Reading makes hope blossom。
书真的是想要把很多爱记录在。
Thank you。
那最近
I can share this video with everyone as well.
1周年后，出版社又做了一个影
片。And I really wanted to promote love, okay, through my book. And later, okay, I think I will have one more new video that I can share with you. And I really want to get into more schools and promote such like reading ideas, right? And recently, I have been to many senior high schools. For example, I have been to Mazu in 2018. And I also received a lot of positive feedbacks on newspapers, right? And my co-workers, right, just go to Mazu by ferry, by ship, okay, on their holidays, right? And all the students in the pictures actually have already graduated, and maybe they are undergraduate students, right? And I hope that they can bring all the positive ideas into their future. And the principal of the Mazu Senior High School says that I have to go to him and share good ideas with them, and it is a deal. Okay. And I feel they are really like young people. And it is a great chance for them to get to know Master Zheng. And I also received positive feedbacks very much on that day in Mazu. And I also went to Tainan, okay, visiting their first senior high school and the girls senior high school, and also the Hsinchu like girls senior high school. And I sprayed the good seeds, and I really want to grow the positive and positive thoughts and seeds into students' mind and hearts, right? And this is what I did in Tainan. And the boys boys like a high school, okay, includes so many like handsome young boys, young students here. And actually, they are so young. And of course, maybe most of them don't know who Master Zheng is. But what I want is to spread the good seeds and the positive like thoughts into their mind. And therefore, I created some videos for them, and they will just get to know what Siji is about, right? And they listen to my lecture really carefully. And after my lecture, okay, my presentation, they told me that they will start, doing good deeds and spreading like good thoughts after my presentation. I was so happy after they told me this. So, and this is, the picture taken in Tainan, and the teachers in the senior high school in Tainan also felt very touched, as they listened to the touching stories, right? And you can see from this picture, the girl just cried into tears, and she felt so touched. And she told me that many stories really touched her heart, right? Especially when I talk about the Philippines, okay, the relief job in the Philippines, and it touches her heart, right? And I think this is what passing on the Dharma is all about, right? Okay, and as we pass on the good deeds and pass on the Dharma, and I think good seeds will be grown in their minds, right? And I see really hope. I see hope in their mind, and no matter how rough their future road is, right? And please remember that you have to always do things and do everything you can for people, or you don't know. And this is, what I want to convey to them, okay, through the good books, right? Okay. And take myself for example, I also got to know Ciji when I was, in my junior high school period of time, okay? I think a good book and a good words, and it will bring positive influence for your entire life, right? Well, and when we are doing, okay, the project about Jing-Si reading room, and from the decoration, from the design, interior designing, I think for every detail, and it is a very good chance for us to grow good seeds in everyone's mind. And we can be the sunshine in everyone's life. And previously, I had invited a lot of principals in Zhanghua, okay, and participating in the project Hope. And we also had a very successful presentation, lecture with them. And what I'm talking about is Pinghe Elementary School in Nantou. And this school was the fifth school that we have a Jing-Si reading room in there. And as we got into the school, and the principal and the students really, they saluted to me. And this is the way they show their gratitude toward us, right? And why? Because, Pinghe Elementary School was one of the, Project Hope after 9/21 earthquake. Okay, so see, is it not passing on the good seeds, right? Okay, and now in this picture, then you will see this is a new principal of Pinghe elementary school, and she said to me that Ciji is really her benefactor, and this is really surprising to me. Okay, and her story was that her just newborn baby was just 6 months old after 9/21 earthquake happened, and all because of Ciji, and her child can be just safe and happy. And I really carry my gratitude towards Ciji because I'm blessed. And I'm so happy because the Jing-Si reading room can be in the Zhongliao Junior High School that spread a good seeds and hope, right? And we have this reading room in school, and it was a very important thing for our school. So I want to express my gratitude to everyone in your school. And we had so many schools that have like a Jing-Si reading room, and books are good friends, a mentor for children. And we are so lucky that we have the Jing-Si reading room in our school, which promote our reading atmosphere. And I have a pair of babies after 9/11 earthquake just happened, and they were only 6 months old. And after the 9/11 earthquake, my young twin babies had their first mouthful of food, and the food was from Tzu. Okay, and the principal really cried into tears, and she carried her sincere gratitude toward me. And she said to me that because of everybody's love, and her children were safe, and she was safe. And I was there because of the Project Hope after 9/11 earthquake there. Okay.
Because of the Jing-Si books room, so the kids, the children now in the school can know the history of 9/11 earthquake. So in Jai, there's a story in Jai. The father graduated from the school over 70 years. Study so hard. The father said he studied so hard, and he's the one who can enter the Jai High School and then enter to National Taiwan University. So the father tell the students that you need to work very hard, study very hard, then you can change your future. So Dr. He brought his father to the school and then get the honor students from the school. And actually the day is the birthday of father, Dr. He's father. So, but we didn't bring the cake, but we only get a cake, and then I called our staff and then bring some gifts from Master Zhen Yan, and then to give the gift to Dr. He's father, and they were so touched. And so I was very grateful for the volunteers, just like Mei Hui, Sister Mei Hui, and Brother Bo-Xi. So they spread their love, the loving seed in the community, in all the cities. This is the picture of in Jai, and one of the one who sit in the middle is the chairman of the Department of Education in Jai. So I wish the construction can be responsible for the city hall. And actually, in the past, I've seen Master Zhen Yan. So they have. I've seen Master Zhen Yan in far from away, but the seed have already planted in my mind, and I know that Master Zhen Yan and his and the volunteers did a lot of good things in the world, and so I know that so now he would like to invite the Jing-Si Bookstore to set up the Jing-Si reading room in all the schools in Jai City. I wish build up a Jing-Si reading hall needs a lot of people's work. So we need to go back to the school they yearly annual continual go back to the school and then get the new books, put on the new books on the shelves. So a lot of volunteers need to bring the books, the new books there. And actually, those are the footprint of Buddhist Taba. So the volunteers and the staff will took the pictures and then shared in our line group. So I cannot go with them each time, but I was so touched by the books. And you can see sisters Minju or Brother Boxi in their image on the picture. They just work so hard. Even though the principal will change or will every 4 years, but actually the good things will last on forever. And so I told the stories of Master Zhen Yan, and the Master Zhen Yan encouraged me to let the principal try to make the principal become Tzu Chi volunteers. So that's my work for the next step. Now in the picture, this is it is eating supplies for the balls in the bookstore, and then we sold in the bookstore. And this is a girl showing from the Taidong. There is one of the boy in the picture. He read the instruction and he read the manual so carefully. And so one of our staff told me that, hey, Qinger, come to see this kid and then look at him. He read the instruction, he read the manual so hard, and he won't know how to introduce the supplies. So I asked him maybe you can take a video and how to introduce the supplies. And so the next day, the boy went to see the principals and then tell the principal that I need to cut my hair because I'm going to show on the video and then introduce the supplies. So as you can see on the picture, the boy got a haircut and then looks so handsome. And the principal said that actually the boy was grown up by himself, and he is always needs a lot of people to help him. And because of this opportunity, he can show himself and then have the confidence, promote his confidence for himself. So now, I'm starting to become a volunteer and then to interview the professionals in the world, in the community. And I was being responsible for a show, and so I've interviewed a teacher, Huang Chunming. He wrote down a poem, and I was very touched. The kids look up high. And his hat fell off and still look high. And the boy looked high and then see the skies. And then the mom told him that actually there was a dead people on the ground. If there was a person dead on the ground, then there will be a star on the sky. So the father told him he's so full. And how come you can? So I remember there's a story. So the kids screamed out, "Mom, where are you? Which star is you?" So because of the poem, and I remember that there's a story, there's a boy I met in the Philippines. There was a kid, his stories, because of the typhoon Haiyan, and he lost his family in the typhoon. Last year, it says that last year in the typhoon, their family was swept away, their family members. Actually, the rain, in the beginning, they went up to the roof, but the wave hit the house, and then the house collapsed immediately. So the boy met Cai Qinger and told him, "My mom was swept away by the water. Where are they? My brothers and sisters were swept away by the water. Where are they?" And Qinger cried after he heard the story. And the boy said that, "I miss Qinger so much. Where are you?" And actually, the boy still feels hurt and still afraid of the sea because of the disaster. And the volunteers told the boy, "Don't worry." And they found the boy based according to just a little clues and then just the pictures, and then they found the boy. And then they brought the Jing-Si aphorism to the children there. They hope that the children who were struggling with the disaster, they will find their hope from the book after they got the book. And I hope that just like the Jing-Si aphorism said that there's the most beautiful on the sky is stars, but the most beautiful thing in the world is the world. And also, I hope that love will be just like a light in the dark sky, and then bring and then show the direction for the one who fears, and then can help them to soothe their mind and body. We can say that Sister Jing, she's like a representative of the word. So you can see who wrote the promotion for the book. So there's the Vice President of Taiwan, and then Vice City Superintendent in Taipei, and the teacher He Youlong, Zhang Manquan, all are famous writers, authors in Taiwan. And also there are a lot of professionals in all different fields in the world, in the community. And also our masters wrote words to promote the book for her. So she is really got a strong power that she has a good karma. She makes good friends with a lot of people. So there was a feedback from online, from the Facebook. So because of her good sharing, and it was very touched. The story she shared has come from everyone's life. The stories are so vivid because from her sharing, and these are only a small proportion of the book. And according to Qinger, actually the stories in the book is just a small part of the stories. So let's give her a big applause and thank her.
导播，你要 take 金额啦，真的。
Thank you, Qinger.
是，对不起。
Thank you, everyone.
好，感恩。那我们最后一个单元直接到我们的云彩师姐这边，我们要看到晴耕福田主题乐。